Now let's go. Good day, folks. Good day. Good day. Hope y'all doing well. I'm doing great. Guys, I'm out in nature doing some grounding, getting these messages out. Today's a bit breezy out here and it's kind of bright out here. So, pardon the background noise as well as the glare on the camera, guys. I've moved around so many times trying to get this glare off. But the sun is out, and so you got to deal with the glare. So pardon that, guys. Let's focus on the message. All right. So today's message, guys, is for my empaths, my victims and survivors of narcissistic abuse. And the title is "Why You Exhibit Narcissistic Behavior Was Discarded." If you have been entangled with a narcissist, if you've been in any form of narcissistic relationship, post this card, guys, you notice that you are exhibiting some narcissistic behaviors and tendencies. All right. This is normal. Okay. This is normal, guys. All right. And there's a reason for this. We're going to get into that here in a bit. All right. But before we get into the reasons, guys, allow me to say this to you. All right. It's been said so many times over that you become the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with. All right. There's a lot of truth to this statement, guys. All right. If you didn't believe in it, start believing in it because there's a lot of truth to that. All right. So now let's get into the reasons why. All right. Now, as we may already know, and if you don't know it, guys, learn it today. The narcissist specializes in what? Taking and maintaining control of others. Okay? The narcissist specializes in taking and maintaining control of others. They thrive on what? Manipulating others to do their bidding. Okay? And also, they thrive on molding or shaping others into becoming what they want. Okay? So if you didn't know that, know these 3 things about narcissists today. All right. This is how they're able to do all those manipulating and controlling and all of that. Okay, siphon your energy essentially. All right. So again, it's what? They thrive on taking and maintaining control of others. All right. They thrive on manipulating others into doing their bidding. They thrive on shaping and molding others into becoming what they want them to be. All right. So now that we know these things, let's get a bit deeper. All right. If you have been entangled with a narcissist, and this is very typical in romantic relationships, all right, chances are, guys, you met the narcissist, right? You guys met and they love bombed you, right? You went through the love bomb phase. Okay, they love bombed you and then they hooked you. Okay, love bomb, guys, it's like the honeymoon phase of your relationship where they fill your head up with love. All right, they find an angle, okay, something that they notice that you may be lacking or something that you have probably experienced in the past that you shared with them, and they will use that as a weakness against you, and they will use that as the angle to love bomb you. Okay, so love bomb essentially, guys, is when they pour on all the love. All right, in the beginning, they make you feel welcome, they make you feel at home, they make you feel loved. All right, they pour all this love into you. All right. Now, from the outside looking in, it looks like a normal relationship, right? A normal way of things. Okay. But let's get something clear. All right. That's why it's called love bomb. All right. Because it's not real, guys. Okay, it's not real. It's only temporary. It's only short-lived. All right. The narcissist is essentially not being themselves at that point. Okay, they are playing pretense. All right, they are displaying these behaviors and all of that to get you to lower your guard, essentially. All right, so that's why it's called love bomb. All right, they will do that so you'll be distracted. Right, you'll be distracted. You will not be aware of their actual intentions. All right. And so they'll pour on the love, guys. But like I said earlier, it's not real. It's all a phase. Okay. It's all a cover up. All right. While they maneuver their actual agenda on you. Okay. So the love bomb phase. All right. This is where they distract you. They fill your head. They gas your head up. They make you feel loved. They make you feel welcome. Right. Now, at some point, towards the end of the love bomb phase, guys, they will hook you. Okay, they will hook you, and they may hook you by getting married. Right? They may show you that they're the one. All right. They may say you're the best they ever had, the best thing that ever happened to them. And they may say the same about you. They may make you feel the same way about them. All right. And so they may hook you in a form of a marriage proposal, where they'll be quick to go get married. You just met, and within 3 months, they're ready to go get married, guys. All right. Another way they may hook you is through pregnancy. If the narcissist is a female narcissist, they may use pregnancy to lock you in, to hook you in. All right. The hook is essentially a mechanism that they will create or they will use to lock you guys together for a long time, right? Something that will bind you guys together for a long time. So it could be marriage, all right? It could be something that involves a contract of some sort, okay? It could be a business arrangement, all right? It could be pregnancy, okay? Something that will bind you guys together for quite some time, all right? Which will be the time they need to siphon your energy, essentially. All right. And so after the love bomb phase, towards the end of the love bomb phase, they will hook you. All right. And then after they hook you, guys, they will trauma bond you. Okay. They will trauma bond you. Now, if you're not familiar with trauma bond, guys, look into it. All right. This is where when the victim becomes trauma bonded, essentially they start to look at their abuser as someone who cares for them. Okay, essentially they fall in love with their abuser. All right, they engage them in this push and pull maneuver that confuses the victim. All right, places the victim in a position where they don't know if they're in love with them or if they hate them. Okay, so they will trauma bond you. All right. Now, in the midst of this trauma bond, guys, this is where the soul tie happens. All right. The soul tie, which essentially is the trauma bond. All right. Which is where they'll tie the two of you together. All right. At the soul level. Okay. In romantic relationships, one of the biggest weapons they use there is sex. All right. It's sex. You'll notice that the narcissists want to have sex a lot. Okay. What they're doing to you there is bonding you guys together. All right. They bonding you guys together at the soul level. So that's what they're doing at this point here. All right. They're essentially bonding you guys together at the soul level. All right. And that's how come they're able to create that push and pull. They're able to exhibit that push and pull behavior, because at that point they've tied both of your souls together and they've confused you enough where you don't know if you're going or coming. Okay, you don't know if you love them or hate them. You don't know if they're in love with you or they hate your guts. Okay, so it's at this level that they do that. All right, now after they've done all of this now, They've got you tied to them essentially. Okay, so now you are spending the majority of your time together. All right, if you got married to them, now you're spending a lot of time together as a married couple, doing things that married couples do. All right, more love bomb going on there. All right. If they got pregnant with you guys, that's a whole year of you and them sticking together and doing things that parents would be doing or would be parents would do, right? Going to doctor's appointments and getting ready for babies and all of that, right? So you'll be doing a lot of these things, all right? If it's a business arrangement, guys, you'll be working together to get that business off the ground, right? So essentially, this is where you're spending a lot of time together, all right? And this is where that saying, that statement that I made earlier, this is where it comes into play, okay? This is where it comes into play because during this time, while you guys spending so much time together, all right, the narcissists, what they do is they try to train you to become like them, okay? They try to train you to become like them, all right? Like I said before, one thing the narcissist wants to do is what? Dim your light, and siphon your energy and eventually kill your light completely, okay? Put your light out, all right? So now you're spending a good majority of your time together, and this is where the narcissist goes to work on you, all right? They begin to try to train you to become just like them, okay? They'll dim your light and get you doing things that you have no business doing, all right? It'll be more like your indoctrination or your introduction to the word of narcissism, for so to speak, right? They will dim your light, all right? And then have you doing all sorts of things that you have no business doing. And all of this will do is end up dimming your light some more, all right? As this happens now, all right, because now you're spending a lot of time together. So as this happens, you will begin, okay? Because at that time, guys, you're not really awakened to it. But they're doing all of this under pretense, okay? They're doing all of this under pretense. They're not coming out directly and saying, hey, let's do this or hey, let's do that. But chances are you're going to tell them no, all right? So they'll do things. They'll create situations, and they'll use timing, to carry out all of this, all right? They may get you drunk, for instance. They may get you under the influence of something and then get you to promise to do something, all right? They use all these manipulative tactics, all right? So, in the narcissists, they're specialized in manipulation. So that's the way they will go about doing things, all right? And so as you spend all of this time with them, guys, you begin to pick up certain traits and certain behaviors, certain characteristics from them, right? Because as I mentioned earlier, that statement, you become the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with, all right? And being that you're spending the most of your time with the narcissist, guys, you will begin to pick up some of their behavior patterns, some of their traits, and some of their characteristics, all right? And so you will go through all of this, and throughout the entire relationship or that entire entanglement, you will be learning more and more, because the narcissist will be focused on turning you into becoming like them. Okay, so you will be learning more and more narcissistic ways, more and more narcissistic traits, more and more narcissistic behavior. All right, and so when the time comes where the narcissist figures they no longer want you or they no longer need you, they have no use for you, they will go through the discard phase, right? They will initiate the discard phase where they will get rid of you like you never even mattered, right? Like you never existed. Okay. So at this point here now, you've essentially picked up all these traits and all these characteristics from them, right? These behavior patterns, right? And so when the discard happens and you go your separate ways, you carry these traits and these behavior patterns along with you, all right? Because at that point, you're still bonded together on an energetic level. Okay, your souls are still tied together essentially. So that negative energy is still in you, it's still attached to you. All right. And when you move on, you still are left with that blueprint. Okay, that negative, that toxic energy blueprint is still with you. Okay. So you will begin to exhibit these things in your dealings. All right. When you're dealing with others, guys, you will begin to exhibit these things. All right. So as I said, guys, if you catch yourself doing these things, fret not. All right. It's a natural part of the process. It's a natural part of it all. All right. What will happen is this, okay? Being that this is not you, okay? This is not who you truly are, all right? On a deeper level, this is not who you truly are. This is just something that you have picked up, a mask that you have picked up along the way, essentially. And so there will come a time where you inevitably drop this mask, okay? There will come a time where you will realize that, hey, this is not me. I'm not this type of person. That's not how I am. That's not how I behave. And so you will shed this skin. You will shed this mask, okay? But before that can happen, guys, you have to go through the healing process. Until you go through the healing process, these behavior patterns and these toxic traits and these characteristics will still be a part of you, because at that point you still have that blueprint. Okay. Now you are going through the healing process. All right. And so as you heal that trauma, okay, whatever abusive trauma that you experience with the narcissist, as you begin to heal this, then these masks or these behaviors will begin to become clear to you that they're no longer a part of you. All right. And that's what happens as you heal. All right. You begin to notice where you're falling short. Okay. That's a great part of the healing process. You'll begin to notice, okay, I'm falling short this way, I'm falling short that way. Okay. This is not who I am. This is not the authentic me. This is not how I behave. And so you'll begin to drop these masks, or should I say, rather, they'll begin to fall off of you. Okay. As you heal, the more you heal, the more of this toxic behaviors you begin to drop. All right. And so until you've healed this from this entire experience or this entire abusive process, guys, you will hold on to some of these negative energies or this blueprint. All right. And if we know how energy works, guys, as long as you have that blueprint, guys, that energy is always going to recognize you. All right. And it's going to stay with you until you have fully healed and you have fully let go of that mask. All right. And so this is what will happen, guys. That's exactly what happens. That's why you are not a narcissist. Chances are, you have probably found yourself asking if you were the narcissist in the relationship, because you've caught yourself exhibiting some of these narcissistic traits and some of these narcissistic behaviors and characteristics. All right. But you are not a narcissist, and eventually, as you heal, as you go through the healing process, the real authentic you will begin to shine through. Okay. The person that you were before you met the narcissist will begin to push through, will begin to burst through, will begin to shine through, essentially. All right. And this is the point where you will get rid of all those masks. You will embody your true authentic identity, and you continue on with your life. All right. But let's know, guys, it's as a result of your entanglement with the narcissist. All right. That time you spend with the narcissist, that's when you absorb these traits and these characteristics. All right. That does not make you a narcissist. That just makes you a victim who had absorb some of that negative toxic energy from the narcissist. All right. So I hope I made this clear enough, guys. Let me leave it here and go on to the next one. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and more life.